Hello everyone, I'm David Vaucher. Welcome to Return on Racing. Return on Racing is powered by Vaucher Analytics, which helps race teams and race drivers drive efficiencies off track so they can fuel success on track. Return on Racing is also brought to you by the Motorsport Sponsorship Accelerator, the most cutting edge resource out there for finding, maintaining, and growing long term sponsorship relationships. This is the final episode of season 1 of Return on Racing, and I really can't believe that we're here already. But I want to leave you to something fun to pass the time until season 2. So, what do you do when on track action just isn't enough? Are racing seasons too short for you? Or, in this case, is Return on Racing too short of a season for you as well? Do you wish that you could watch even more racing related content when the on track action is over? At Vaucher Analytics, I feel the same way and believe that the work I'm trying to do for the future of racing also grows along with my knowledge of racing's past. In other words, history doesn't always repeat itself, but it certainly does rhyme pretty regularly. Consuming racing content is part of my job, but it's also an enormous pleasure. And I love keeping lists for myself. So as I am consuming all of this content and learning, I love to keep lists. And at a certain point, this particular list just grew and grew and grew until I felt I couldn't really keep it for myself any longer. It was worth sharing with everyone out there. The beautiful thing about racing is that from Formula One to grassroots rallying, the racing universe really does offer something for everyone. And the great thing about it is that the deeper you go into a rabbit hole, the deeper that rabbit hole goes. And you can study one series and jump over to another one, and then the learning process just keeps going. But as I was doing my research, I found that a lot of people got overwhelmed by this, and you'd hear the same question come up again and again. I'm trying to get into such and such racing series. How can I start? So, to help you navigate and discover as much of that spectrum as possible, I've compiled a comprehensive guide featuring the best videos, podcasts, and other resources that dive deep into different types of motorsport and cars generally, of course. And this is called, straightforwardly enough, the Vaucher Analytics Motorsport Content Directory. Truly, I've done my best to not overlook anything. From feature length films to video games, it has to do with racing and cars, and crucially, meets a minimum standard of quality as set by me. I want to capture it in this directory. So, whether you're a curious beginner or a seasoned fan looking to broaden your knowledge, I hope this collection will serve as your go to reference for learning about the exhilarating world of motorsport. I'm going to put the link in the show notes. It's just going to be the very top link. Again, that is the Vaucher Analytics Motorsport Content Directory. Now, before I leave you to explore this resource of hundreds of links to various different types of media, I do want to present a quick disclaimer. I receive absolutely no compensation for linking any of the following resources. This is purely me sharing them because I think they're very good. Furthermore, links to resources, they're provided basically for informational purposes only. They don't imply any endorsement from Vaucher Analytics, and I don't assume any responsibility for what you do with it, although it is my sincere hope that you learn and really just enjoy it. So please click the link in the show notes, enjoy all of the content, and I will see you back here perhaps sooner than you think for season 2 of Return on Racing. And in the meantime, I would ask that you please consider signing up for the Return on Racing newsletter. You can do this directly from the front page of the Vaucher Analytics website. That's www.vaucheranalytics.com. And with this newsletter, you'll be given weekly insights covering actionable motorsport strategy, cost breakdowns, and sponsor intel, all in less than 500 words. So with that, I want to thank you as usual for spending your time with me. I sincerely hope you enjoy all of the content I've curated for you and continue to curate for you on the Motorsports Content Directory. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode in the next season of Return on Racing.